Alright guys, hope you've all had a great week. It's Friday and you know what time it is? It's time for our weekly wrap. As I've done a couple of times before, we're going to start global and then we're going to come local back to the Australian tech ecosystem. What's got to be at the top of the list for me this week is Uber acquired a company a while back called Otto, which was a self-driving truck company, and this week they did their first delivery. So what exactly was this first freight delivery? 50,000 cans of beer. Other news on a global scale, Tesla announced a profit, Twitter's downsizing, Vine shutting down, and Snapchat are rumoured to be going for a $4 billion IPO raise. Just want to touch briefly on Vine. As you guys might know, Twitter acquired that company a while back. It was short 6-second videos, which I actually like. I guess the takeaway for me around Vine shutting down is that it didn't really solve a major problem for those people that were creating all of the content or those. It also wasn't generating a revenue stream for the people who were creating the content. It ended up just being a feature of Twitter, and that functionality could be created through creating other videos. Coming back home now, the AFR today announced their BRW Young Rich List for 2016, and it is covered in tech founders. There's no surprises at all that Mike Cannon-Brookes and Scott Farquhar from Atlassian are rated number 1 with valued at $4.6 billion. But in this top 100 list, we've got founders from Campaign Monitor, BigCommerce, Envato, Marketplacer, Kogan, HiPages, Canva, and more. How bloody exciting is that? If you're not excited by the Australian tech scene now after seeing that, I don't know what's going to get you excited. It's absolutely booming. So if you look at those founders 3 or 4 or even 5 years ago, none of them would have been on this BRW Young Rich List. And now we've got so many tech founders. If you're a founder out there growing your business, looking at that list, inspired by those founders, believe in yourself, continue to push hard because it is possible and you can do it. You just need to focus, build an awesome team, solve a real problem, and execute. I may have simplified it just a little bit, but you get what I'm saying. These founders have all focused on execution. They've built great businesses and now they're being recognized. So looking at a couple of investments this week, Equium, a property tech business, received investment, and Timelio, a fintech business, received investment as well. Having personally known many of the founders on the Young Rich List and see them grow from when they were a very small business, it's exciting to see other founders who are now raising their seed or Series A or Series B, which is where those Young Rich List guys were a couple of years ago. Who knows, are they going to be on that list in the future? Heading on to the events space, I attended 2 events this week. One was the Hide.com founder at Startup Grind. 2 was the MAP Demo Day 2016. Startup Grind was held down at the NAB Auditorium in the city in Melbourne. It was great to see Matt, the founder of Hide.com, be interviewed on stage. Although Matt's from Canada, he's been in business partnership with Mark Harbottle since 1999, and they founded SitePoint, 99 Designs, and Flipper. His latest venture, Hide.com, which they launched officially in Australia in Melbourne earlier this week, has raised over $100 million US. When I was chatting with him backstage, he said that Hide.com has grown 3 times faster from both a revenue and a headcount perspective than 99 Designs. Matt is a true entrepreneur, a marketplace legend, and it was great to have him in Melbourne, and congratulations on your launch. I backed up my events back to back, and last night I went to the Melbourne Accelerator Program Demo Day for 2016 at the Melbourne Town Hall. The place was absolutely packed. There's got to be over 500 people in attendance. There were 10 pitches up on stage. It's amazing to see how MAP has evolved over the past 3 to 4 years. I attended the gala a couple of months ago, which was also a lot of fun, and now with the Demo Day. These guys are all really early stage founders with early stage businesses, but what I love was the teamwork up on stage amongst each of the founders. What they did was at the end of each pitch, the founder who had just completed their pitch introduced the next founder for their pitch. And you could just see the teamwork, the love amongst all these founders about how much they loved working together, going through the accelerator program together as a cohort. And although each of these founders weren't in the same team because they were building their own startups, they were in the same cohort and they acted like one big team, which is just a reminder about building a great team, surrounding yourselves with people who can get the best out of you, and also having a lot of fun in the meantime.
Alright, that's the end of another week. Massive developments in the tech ecosystem globally and locally. I hope you have a great weekend and we'll see you next week.